All right, welcome to another edition of the Detroit Lions News Podcast. We are live at Three Kings Sports Cards and Collectibles in downtown Detroit, 1414 Griswold. I got that right, didn't I?
Yep,
I nailed it, man. I usually forget stuff. See, this is early in the morning for me.
It's early for you, rookie.
I wake up every day. I wake up every day at like 6. I wake up every day at like 5:30. I roll out of bed. I go to work. And the next thing you know, it takes me like up till 9 o'clock to get like actually like going and getting ready to go. So 7:48 is kind of like a little bit below my usual get ahead.
Gotcha.
But that's what it is. So we're at Three Kings Sports Cards and Collectibles. The Thanksgiving parade's going on. Everything's going on downtown Detroit.
Turkey trot.
The turkey trot's going on. I have no business ever talking about a turkey trot because I will never be doing the turkey trot because that's just way beyond my pale of expectations. And if I ever said to my fiance or my cousin, let's do the turkey trot, they'd probably look at me like I'm a dumbass. So This is my cousin, James, and we are at Three Kings. Obviously, there's a lot of deals going on right now.
Oh, yeah.
So talk about that real quick.
All right, so Three Kings Detroit, we're starting our Black Friday deals today. We got lots of different deals that we got going on. We got lots of new jerseys in stock. We got women's, kids sizes. We got hats. We got some new era hats as well. Just lots of different things. So if you're coming down for the Lions game today and you just want to come grab a jersey or a hat or something, we got a kiosk right by the door where we can check you out real quick and you can be on your way. Like I said, we'll be doing lots of different things down here today. Different pop-up sales that we're going to do if you're in store. I might say $10 off jerseys for the next 10 minutes or something like that. You know, so something crazy in the middle of a rush. You know, we're going to keep things interesting today.
It's always interesting with this guy. Interesting with this guy.
You never know what you're
gonna get. if you don't want to walk far, don't worry, guys. It's like really close to the stadium. Ford Field is like less than like a couple blocks away.
Yeah, it's not far at all.
It's not far at all. It's right behind the David Whitney building. If you're going to be honest, and it's right behind like the street over is Woodward.
Yeah,
so
right by the parade.
You're right there. So if you want to come get jerseys, they got sports cards. If you got kids, you're going to the game. Maybe you want to like reward them and be like, hey, look, shit. If you don't act right at the game, you're not getting this. I'm getting this. Right. So that's what you can do. So,
ride the kids, everybody.
So today the Lions play the Bears. And this is a big game for the Detroit Lions because we all know what this game is about. Thanksgiving game. They haven't won since
last 7 games.
The last time they won was when we went.
Was that the Eagles or the Vikings game?
I think it was the Vikings game.
Yeah, because Matt's was there.
Yeah.
And we were taunting him the whole way back. Yeah.
And he got arrested by DPD.
Yeah. There's actually a picture of that.
Yeah, there's a picture.
He didn't technically get arrested. The cop was being cool. And said he was arrested for being a Vikings fan.
He was being cool, you know, being a dumbass Vikings fan, whatever the case may be. They could arrest Bear fans too. We're all right with that. Right. Anyways, second of all, the second thing is they need to win this game because the Eagles are hot in their trail. We know the Eagles are pretty damn good this year. Mm-hmm. Saquon have MVP season.
Beasting out.
If you have him on fantasy,
but they got nothing on this guy though.
Yeah,
nothing on this guy though.
If you have Saquon on fantasy, you're doing pretty well. I can imagine, unless the rest of your team sucks, and that's on you. All right, and then so the Lions play the Bears today, so there's a lot of stuff to get to.
A lot of Chicago fans in town too, man. They've been coming in and out all week.
Don't say that.
Well, it ain't gonna be no takeover like Detroit does. You know what I'm saying? But there's some, Chicago fans sprinkled around here and there. They're around.
So Amon-Ra St. Brown is questionable today. He told the media that he feels good and he's gonna be able to play against the Bears. So we do need Amon-Ra St. Brown to be who he is because honestly, he is the catalyst that makes it go. But if we're looking at the injury report as it stands right now, that it was released yesterday, we got some injuries that are pretty something. Carlton Davis is out. Taylor Decker is out. Dave Montgomery is questionable. And St. Brown is questionable.
That's a tough one with Montgomery.
Yeah, well, I think Monty's going to play because this is his former team, and there's no way that you're going to bring his ass out of this.
Yeah, so he wants to pour salt in that wound for sure.
Oh, for sure. But it's a Thanksgiving game. A lot of these guys want to play. Carlton Davis being out sucks, but I'd rather him be healthy for the Packers in the Bills game. And then, you think about it like this. That Taylor Decker, he's been dealing with some injuries anyways.
Yeah.
So just get him healthy. You got more fish to fry, and I think you could beat the Bears regardless.
Bro, our team is riddled with injuries right now.
You think about it.
Crazy.
You think about it. You got
arm,
Hutchinson. You got
Jeez.
Davenport. You got Derek Barnes. You got all these guys that are injured, and it's just one thing after another, one thing after
But
another.
we keep winning though.
Right.
And that says a lot about this team.
Well, no, it says a lot about Dan Campbell and the coaching staff for sure, and Brad Holmes for putting the team together. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good time to be a Lions fan because I think this is the first time in a long time. Me
since the 30s.
Well,
I mean, come on, bro. We weren't even thought about yet.
Well, if you want to be honest, I mean, we got the graphic right here.
Oh, let's see.
This is the first time. It would be helpful if I did. This is the best start to a season in franchise history. 10+ consecutive wins in consecutive seasons, and that's the first for the first time in franchise history. So these are franchise history type things. It's not just some little.
Yeah. Witnessing history for the Lions is something that we've been waiting a long time for.
Oh yeah, so
we do a lot of brutal seasons, bro. A lot of brutal seasons.
So Jared Goff talked about Thanksgiving. He says we haven't won on Thanksgiving in a while. That's something that we want to change. Yeah. The Lions have lost 7 consecutive Thanksgiving games. I brought up this guy that posted this tweet because he has came into Three Kings a couple times. That's Mr. Brad Galley. And look, if you come down to Three Kings sports cards, it doesn't have to be a game day or nothing.
Oh yeah.
There might be a chance that you might see someone that you didn't think you would see in the shop.
Oh yeah, I had my mind blown a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, tell the people about it.
Okay, so me, my business partner, and our brander were standing out front, and our brander Rick knows Joy Bell very well, which I didn't know. Joy Bell does own a parlay shop that's right around the corner. We're standing out front, and I heard him say, "Hey, Joy, come here. I want you to meet my guys." And I was like, "Wait a minute, I only know one Joy." and I look up, and sure as shit, it's Joy Bell, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "What up, bro?" And like he was super nice guy. Came in, sat down, was talking about our Wall of Fame and like pointing out different players and telling us different things, which is cool. But as I'm sitting there, kind of starstruck by Joy Bell, I went to look over to introduce myself to his friend that he walked over with, and then I was like, "Holy shit, it's Golden Tate." And Golden Tate was my dude. Joy Bell was my dude. I got both their jerseys.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so to see them two together walk up to my store, I was like, what is going on right now?
Man.
And then, they both came in. They were here for a while, a good hour or so. I was, showing Tate about the hobby and like different boxes because like his son's into cards.
Yeah.
So, we were, just talking shop for a while there. And, he ended up buying some things from us, and he wants to continue to buy from us. I get new products that come out, and we've been in contact quite a bit. Super nice guy, man. I'd love to have him back in the store.
And it's funny because like that's just one of them. There's multiple stories that we're not going to get into because they are whatever. Yeah. But there's multiple stories of people coming in that are local celebrities, athletes, everything like that. So if you're going to come down to Detroit and you're going to go to Campus Martius for the skating rink, come here. If you're going to a game, come here. There's a lot of stuff to do. All the people that work here are fabulous. I'm not just saying because 2 of them are family,
right?
But I'm saying it because they're all pretty good people. So you just come in here and you'll be taken well care of. So that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with Chef Geach as well. He does all the Lions recaps.
Yep.
I spoke with you about this. He's going to be in the store next Friday. Not sure on the time yet. We'll get all the details worked out. Our brander Rick is very, very close with him as well. So he's going to be in here. So you'll get a chance to meet him if you're down here. And there's a very good possibility that he may do a recap video in store.
Be awesome because Thursday we will be here at Three Kings Sports Cards. We'll be doing the podcast before the game, a Thursday night game against the Green Bay Packers. quick turnaround for the Lions. They got a week turnaround, so that's good. They don't have that 3-day quick turnaround, but they have a week turnaround. Usually they have 10 days after a Thursday night game.
Yeah.
But we're here. I have heard some things that maybe the Buffalo Bills game might be flexed to Monday night.
Are you serious?
Yep.
So wait a minute. So the 15th is a Sunday, so it might get flexed to the 16th?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I did not know that because I was just talking to the parking lot guys next door because I wanted to do a tailgate party for the Buffalo Bills game.
Yeah.
Which is right as of right now, it's supposed to be a 4:30 game,
Yeah.
on Sunday. So if it gets flexed to a Monday night game, I mean, that would be awesome. I mean, we still do a tailgate, but we'd have to do it in the afternoon. So as soon as you find out, it's how long before they let us know that,
We should find out in the next couple days. By Sunday, I'd imagine that we would find out if it's going to be flexed to
That's going to
Sunday
be a
night
huge game.
or Monday night. There's a window when they got it flexed to Monday night. There's a window that they got to flex to Sunday night. So there's like 2 windows.
You know what? At the very least, it'd be probably flexed to Sunday night.
Yeah, at the very least, because this is the game that a lot of people are really excited about. And if you think about it, it's 2 MVP candidates. If you really want to be honest, Jared Goff, Josh Allen, both playing at the top of their game. Obviously, Saquon Barkley is an MVP candidate. We're not, dismissing that. But
Right.
Buffalo Bills, Lions. The Buffalo Bills wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the Detroit Lions because Ralph Wilson was a former co-owner of the Detroit Lions, and then he started the franchise, the Buffalo Bills, which I still don't know why they're called the Buffalo Bills. I'm still trying to figure it out because reason with me. Why would you name it the Bills? I mean, think about it. It's a Buffalo as their name,
right?
But then they say we're the Bills, so you're naming yourself Bill, like Buffalo Bill. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it. I always tell my coworker who is a Buffalo Bills fan. I go, I don't understand the name. I really don't, because it's like Buffalo. It's got a picture of a buffalo. They're red, white, and blue, which is cool. Jerseys are cool,
Right.
Especially the old OJ's jerseys.
Oh yeah,
those are sweet. Thurman Thomas jerseys, sweet. Jim Kelly, cool. But the Bills, I never really understood the Bills. Maybe I gotta go into the history and look at why they named it the Bills.
Right.
Maybe he's got a son named Bill. I don't know. It is what it is. So
right.
Let's get to the game today. So this is the defense for both teams. Obviously, you look at the Detroit Lions, 337.5. That's 11th best in the league. The Bears are 17th best in the league with 355.3 passing yards. Obviously, Detroit gives up a lot more than the Bears. It's about 20 yards, but they're ranked 13th. We're ranked 25th, and the reason for that is you can't run on Detroit. 94.9 yards is averaged against Detroit's team, and they played some really good running backs, and they have not got over 100 yards. It's been a while, and DeAndre Swift is not going to be the run that's going to get 100 yards. I can guarantee that. Anyways, 129.7 is what the Bears give up in the rushing game. They allow 8th best points, 6, and that's Detroit gives up 16.6. That's not. It's going to win you a lot of games. And then third down percentage, Detroit's first and they're third, 6. So if you are going to bet this game, I suggest you go under, but
you go with the betting again. Dude, the Lions haven't allowed a touchdown in the last 10 quarters.
Aaron Glenn, man.
Bro, that's amazing. But speaking of bets, you still owe me $50 from the Michigan State game. Because we made that bet live on the podcast. Payday.
I'll get you your money. No, it's funny. It's funny because everyone falls victim to this, sometimes.
Yeah.
Everyone falls victim to this. They always go, their team's playing, a team that their friend, or their cousin or family member that they're like, oh, my team's gonna win, and then they don't win. But you know what? That's where I've learned that Jonathan Smith is an absolute idiot. So it's good. All right, and then we go to the offensive side of the ball. Obviously, the Detroit Lions are just killing it on offense. You got the second most in yards. You got the 6th most passing yards, 4th most rushing yards, first in points, 32.7. And then on third down, they are 46.8%, so nearly 50% they are hitting. And then you look at the Bears on offense, 326 yards. That's like a bad day for Detroit. 187 yards in the passing game. That would be a bad day for Detroit. 111 yards rushing. I think Gibbs and Montgomery could get that, but Jared Goff's been adding to the rushing game. He's mobile Goff. It's mobile Goff season, and Chicago Bears 20.1 points total, and their third down percentage is 32.9. But if you really want to know about the Bears and coming to Detroit, there is this statistic that I have right here that's going to be right here. So this is the Bears. Chicago on the road, they're 0-4, 19 sacks, 4.5 interceptions. And if you really want to take this to another level in terms of the way that they have been playing, they average 13.2 yards and 13.2 points per game, 266 total yards, 187.2 passing yards with the generational talent that is Caleb Williams.
Yeah, we should talk about Caleb Williams here.
And then they average 99.7 yards per game in the rushing game. So you think about that, and it is what it is. And so I think this is a game that Detroit's they could obviously win. What do you think? And what do you think about Caleb Williams?
First off, I kind of said it before it even started. I thought Caleb was going to be a bust.
Mm-hmm.
He's not quite a bust yet. I mean, he has some flashes of greatness, and then really, he's average at best.
Yep.
I mean, and against this defense, I'm saying he's going to get picked off at least twice today.
Oh, bold prediction.
At least twice.
Bold prediction. And you know what? I think that's true because if you look at his statistics on the road compared to home, he plays better at home. He's coming into an environment that he has never played. I know he played at Oklahoma. Okay, he played at Oklahoma, but that was when they were in the Big 12. So that Big 12 is like basically like the romper room of conferences. And then he goes to USC. He played in the Pac-12. In the Pac-12, most of the people are like, "Let's go to the beach." He went to Oregon or something like that, but that's like the toughest crowd he's been in. The crowds that he's been in the NFL have been Houston, which is not comparable to Detroit. Not in the slightest bit. We took over Houston. He went to I believe it was Tennessee. They're checked out on the Titans. They went to I'm trying to think, Arizona. We took over Arizona. They kicked the shit out of it. The Arizona Cardinals kicked the shit out of them.
Right.
And then they went to, off the top of my head, Commanders. The game they lost on a Hail Mary, which was fantastic because
let's talk about Jaden Daniels for a second. Now, I think he is way better quarterback than Caleb Williams. So nobody expected that.
Here's the thing about it. I like Jaden Daniels coming out of the draft. I told you that when it was coming out. I was like, Jaden Daniels is going to be the guy that he's going to win. He's going to win Rookie of the Year. I said that, and then you were like,
Well, I wasn't too sure about him.
You know who you said? You said it was good, but you don't have a quarterback. You said Malik Neighbors. He's been pretty good.
Malik, yep.
But the reality is you don't have a quarterback.
Bro, I got him on a couple of my fantasy teams, and he's been killing it.
Yeah, he's still
without a quarterback.
Imagine if he had a quarterback,
bro.
Yeah, it is what it is. But even you can say Bo Nix, like Bo Nix from the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
They're in a playoff position. They're playing pretty well. So it's like, all right, it is what it is. If you want to look at point differential for these two teams, and the Bears and the Lions, look at that point differential. 140. 144 to +4. So I think Detroit can make the Bears pretty much negative over the course of today's game. And then obviously with Khalif Raymond out, they added some roster moves. They placed Khalif Raymond on the reserve and injured, so he's going to miss at least 4 games, which he'll be back for the playoffs. He avoided a major injury. That's all I could say. Probably a broken foot. They signed Maurice Alexander and David Long from the practice squad to access the roster. David Long played pretty damn good last year. They elevated Jamarco Jones from the practice squad to the active and inactive list, which it reminds me, this week is important for you. It's Ohio State versus Michigan week.
Yeah, it is.
Jamarco Jones from Ohio State played Ohio State.
It's not looking good for Michigan this
year. It will not. Yeah, I don't think it'll be good either.
So we beat them the last couple of times we played them, but this I don't know. It's just I kind of knew the season was going to be like this for Michigan. You know what I mean? Because we lost a lot of our key starters, lost our coach. You know what I mean? So I knew there's going to be a transition period.
So there's that graphic I was talking about. That's the average on the road for the Bears. 4 of his 5 interceptions have came on the road. 19 sacks, so it means that he's pretty much sacked 4 to 5 times a game.
So here's one thing that Mr. Williams is not ready for. You remember what it was like when we went to the Tampa Bay playoff game?
Yeah.
Remember how loud it was in there?
Oh, yeah.
Remember how you could feel the stadium damn near rumbling under your feet and you couldn't hear for weeks or talk for that matter?
Well, I mean, I remember waking up the next day and my ears were just ringing like I was at a concert, bro.
Yeah, for real. So now that was last year playoffs. I mean, this game and the hype behind the team right now, and all the Lions fans are ready to go. People are jumping on the bandwagon now. That stadium today is probably going to be just as loud, if not louder, than that game.
Well, they haven't won on Thanksgiving in 7 years.
Bro, this crowd is going to be crazy.
So that's why I think people are going to be excited and hopped up and like,
oh, dude.
Look, I was driving down Grant River coming here today, and I was already starting to see people start tailgating. That was at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So these people are going to get a little bit boozed up, and maybe they're having a little bit of. You remember we went to Turkey Day, Thanksgiving, and someone had the turkey spread?
This is
freaking phenomenal, dude.
Thanksgiving Day spread.
Mashed potatoes, turkey. I was like, dude, this is awesome.
Yeah.
If you're coming downtown, this is amazing, too. This is the People Mover, and it got the Lions offensive line.
They changed it.
So the People Mover is now moved by the Detroit Lions offensive line, which this is the first time in a long time that the People Mover has actually like done something. You know, like usually it's got the Fishbones logo. I mean, I gotta be honest with you, Fishbone's a nice restaurant, everything like that, but I think it's more. Let's put some more badging on it. Like, let's put something cool. Like, if we put a bunch of people on there, like the Eminem, the Kid Rock, Big Sean, everything.
3 Kings.
Or put the 3 Kings, Lions, Red Wings, Pistons, Tigers. You can just name it.
Yeah,
it would be great.
Yeah, the city's been hyped like even all summer, man. Everybody's excited about the Lions. We're building this place out. Everybody's just excited about this season, and the season has not disappointed so far. The Lions are 10-1, bro.
It's the first time in franchise.
10-1,
man. It's unbelievable. Like the way that this team has came. You would have think about a couple years ago, like what 4 years ago, this Detroit Lions didn't win a game up until that point.
Yeah.
And they lost to Green Bay Packers.
We've lived through some brutal seasons, dude. The 0-16 season, I watched every single game to watch them lose by points, like a couple points. You know what I'm saying? And my dude Calvin Johnson was on that team. I felt so bad for him, dude. Like, man, Jesus.
So the Lions could clinch the playoffs this weekend. So there's a couple of scenarios, and these are all scenarios that I'm just gonna leave here because there's so many scenarios. There's 6 different scenarios. So you can read this and read. But all of these could happen. San Francisco's playing.
Lots of ties.
Yeah, well, you gotta put the ties in there because they could really put it. But Arizona losing would be good for Detroit. Seattle losing would be good for Detroit. Washington losing would be good for Detroit. Atlanta losing would be good for Detroit. A tie.
I'll be right back.
All these things would be good for Detroit. But let's get to some comments in the comment section we have here. Let's get to some comments. Frank says, what time does the game start? It starts at 12:30. Matthew Renecker says, yes, Lions will take care of business. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Matt. Robin says,
people are trying to come in.
Robin says, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you
Happy
too,
Thanksgiving,
Robin.
everybody.
And then Richard says, let's go Lions, devour those Bears.
Yeah, baby, let's go.
And then on the YouTube, our JC Sports, he says, Dixie says, let's do a Thanksgiving parlay. Lions and Packers are winning. Who's winning, Cowboys or Giants? Who's winning, Cowboys or Giants?
I hope the Giants win. I hate the Cowboys. I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. F the Cowboys. I don't want to swear on your podcast, but
I'll say it for him. Fuck those bastards. Now there you go.
Okay, so yeah, fuck the Cowboys. I was trying to be nice. Okay.
I don't think anyone on planet Earth, I don't care if you work at Facebook, I don't care if you work at Twitter, YouTube, there is no one on earth that's a Cowboys fan. They're like,
no,
everyone hates the Cowboys. Like, you think about a more, all right, I'm gonna ruffle some feathers right here.
Oh boy.
But if you think about a more like fan base that's more annoying than the Cowboys, I mean, it's like Michigan fans too. Like, they're
whoa, hey. You want to see him get beat up on the podcast?
Hey, at least that will be a real fight, unlike Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
Yeah, no shit. Right?
They're all
well, I don't know, man. For $20 million, I'd dance around and tap you a few times too.
For $20 million,
I'd hold back on knocking you out for $20 million.
For $20 million,
yeah. I mean, shit. Pay me.
We'll look like idiots, but we'll be good.
I don't care.
$20 million.
I'll be laughing all the way to the bank.
Oh, you know what the worst thing about that whole thing, the Mike Tyson fight, was those stupid announcers, those stupid, goofy-looking Netflix announcers. Like he's like, so what did you feel? I'm like, bro, this guy sucks. Like this, if I swear to God, the NFL has games on Netflix on Christmas Day.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Get out of here.
That's serious.
Why?
Why do they do a lot of things they do? Chip, James, they do it because because money. They want the Netflix money. So yeah, they will have. I think the Steelers.
With all that lagging they had during the Jake Paul.
Dude, if that happened during an NFL game, those people.
Imagine that during the Super Bowl, one of the most watched things on TV, and that happens. You know how pissed off people are going to be. How pissed off I'm going to be.
I hate to tell you.
Especially if I don't want to jinx us, but if the Lions should happen to get into the Super Bowl and that happens, that would be our luck.
I hate to tell you this, but I think coming soon, Super Bowl will be on a streaming service.
No.
And they might do a pay-per-view, which would be so stupid. Which would be the dumbest thing that they could do. But that's that's the way this world works. You got to make the money, and
greedy bastards.
And all the cable is going away, so it is what it is. All right, and
Comcast sucks anyway.
You have to get a dig on.
Yeah, I said it.
So here's the stat about Jared Goff that's pretty good. Jared Goff has total league highs in completion percentage, 74.5, in yards, 1,809, against single high safety coverage, which is usually ranking second in yards per attempt at 9.4. Goff has also generated a league high plus 49.6 EPA at such dropbacks, good for a plus 24 EPA per dropback, most in the NFL. And the reason I'm bringing this up is the matchup is the Bears defense has deployed single high safety coverage at the 5th highest rate this season, 60.5, but have allowed the 10th most yards per attempt, 7.8 when doing so. So when you look at that statistic right there, I mean, it tells you one thing. If they do that today, Goff will destroy it.
Dude.
It'll be over. Because Goff loves single high safety. He loves playing that way. And if the Bears are going to do that, single high safety with J-Mo and Tim Patrick and Laporta and Gibbs and St. Brown.
Oh yeah,
it's not good.
Don't forget about Montgomery.
Well, yeah, Monty's gonna come out there and beat stuff. Here's another statistic that you want to probably see. It's coming up. Williams, this statistic. Anyways, I don't know what's going
on. Happens sometimes. It's like, you ever notice you're at the Lions game and there's so many people in one area, your phone starts slowing down.
Yep.
There's a lot of people down here right
now. We're gonna wrap up pretty soon because this is obviously According an average time to throw of 2.9. The matchup here is the Lions defense have allowed just 67% of quick passes to be completed this season, lowest rate in the NFL.
Wow.
And the Lions have also generated a 55.3 defensive success rate, which means that they get a stop or they get a completion this season, which is fourth highest in the league. So you think about that. Everything that the Bears want to do is going to be tough for them. A lot of. All right, we're back for just a single time because everyone's coming downtown and it's getting nuts. So the internet's kicking us off right now, which is you pay for good internet.
Yeah, we need so many people in one area, dude. Everybody knows who's been to a concert or a game. Your phone barely works.
So we'll work on that for a prior podcast. But here's the thing: Lions play the Bears today. What's your prediction for the Lions Bears game?
Oh, I'm gonna say, let's go 42-13 Lions.
That would be good. I'm gonna go 35-12. They're not gonna score a touchdown. They're gonna get field goals, and that's gonna be the game today. So I think Detroit's gonna win this game outright. I think that would be if it was 35-12. I think we would just hit the under. So there you go for another.
You want to know something else too? Somebody else said something on the comments too. Other teams and analysts have been saying, "Oh, the Lions are being unsportsmanlike because they're running up the score, whatever the hell you want to call it." And you know what? I just want to say right now, whoever says that dumb shit, fuck you. You know why? Because as a Lions fan, we all know that we can't leave anything to chance. Yep. Because we've lost many games in the dumbest ways possible to the stupidest, most random shit ever. Never take your foot off the gas. I don't give a what anybody says. If you don't like it, play better.
That's the way it's supposed to be. And but we live in a soft society now, so that's the way it is.
Yeah, they have a safe room at Ford Field now.
If it was up to Chris Christie, we would. All right, we will see you guys in the next podcast. We talk more Detroit Lions football here at Three Kings Sports Cards. Come on down. They're open. What you guys open till?
We're open from 9 till 2 today.
They're open from 9 till 2 today, so you can come down here and dabble down here, and we'll see you guys.
With it.
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, buddy.